My name's Annalisa Dodds. I'm Labour's member of the European Parliament for the South East of England. Over the last 24 hours, the pressure has been piling on the British government to make it clearer what it's going to do about the position for EU nationals in the UK. The Labour Party has been consistent and clear on this issue. It's unfair to kick out of Britain people who've made their homes in our country, people who brought up their children in our country, and a lot of the time people who are working for our public services. But instead, Theresa May has been treating EU migrants in Britain like bargaining chips, like they're just another tariff or just another budget contribution to be bartered on the table. Well, that's not just morally wrong, it's silly tactically as well. We're switching off potential EU allies by treating their nationals in this way. If instead we guarantee that EU people living in Britain will be able to stay in our country, that will mean that those countries and the rest of the EU will feel required to do the same for British citizens living within their borders. It would also earn us a lot of credit that we need at the start of the Brexit negotiations, credit which is currently in very short supply. The government's brinkmanship is endangering the position of Brits who live in other European countries, not aiding it. Yesterday in the House of Lords, Labour peers and others persuaded a majority to support our call to make sure EU citizens will be treated fairly. The Brexit bill will now go back to the House of Commons, and I hope the pressure will be on there for Conservative MPs to change their position. Here in Brussels we debated the issue last night, raising the matter with the European Commissioner for Legal Affairs. The British government could only find one single Conservative MEP to defend its position. And those European MEPs who spoke all said they wanted to see citizens being treated as people, not as bargaining chips. They clearly sent out the message that if the EU provides a real guarantee to current EU migrants that they can stay in the UK, other EU countries will follow. Theresa May keeps saying that she will guarantee EU citizens' rights, but only when other European countries make a similar commitment. She doesn't seem to understand what the word guarantee means. Well, here's what it means. I've looked it up in the dictionary. A guarantee cannot be conditional. A guarantee is a promise to definitely do something, and that's what Theresa May has not been willing to provide until now. I'm going to keep fighting for the UK government to provide a genuine guarantee to EU nationals living in Britain. It's only in that way that we can protect Brits living in the rest of Europe and stop the damage Theresa May is wreaking on our Brexit negotiating position.